Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe entered Denton Arthur's workshop, where the old man scanned their souls to distinguish them from doll swaps or doppelgangers in the future. Shadow Nemesis posed as a like-minded scientist type to ingratiate himself. Tyler covertly warned Denton of Shadow Nemesis' nefarious ways, and New Rogue asked him to make him some protective gauntlets and boots, but as soon as they started experimenting, they both got blown up. Del and Tyler healed them up, but as they ventured out to find a place to stay, a church devoted to Ezra exploded as collateral damage from the earlier blast. Is anywhere in Ravenloft ever safe for long? I doubt it.
Maximum karate. All right, welcome back, everybody, to our second episode of Jesters of Ravenloft. This evening, we are going to dive in as we usually do. But before that, I'll do a quick update on what happened in our first episode tonight in case anybody is joining for this second half of our horrifying adventure into comedy. Oh, I surprised myself with all of that. There was no planning there. It's been a long week. So our heroes met Denton Arthur, just a seemingly kind man who runs a robot-maintained village, the Protection Town. That's it. Protection Town inside this new and terrifying realm. They had a brief conversation with him where he asked them if they had any questions about the environment, and they asked him for new hands and control of his robots. At which point he agreed to help New Rogue attempt to find a way to channel his powers, maybe build gauntlets, maybe find a new way to connect. And unfortunately, due to a fearful failure, everything blew up, almost killing New Rogue and Denton Arthur while the rest of the party were waiting outside. They managed to heal everybody up, and that was when they discovered that through this magical process, New Rogue was actually gifted a stone of decent luck from the Mists, who seemed somewhat impressed. So he now has a stone that gives him +1 to all of his ability checks. At this point, Denton Arthur just wanted to clean up his shop. He had robots coming in to help him. Shadow Nemesis, who has been masquerading as a scientist, is stayed behind to speak with him. And on the way out, Tyler started casting message to warn Denton Arthur to not give Shadow Nemesis control of his robots. And, outside, they were looking for a place to stay, started looking for a big house.
Little detail.
Due to a nat 1, the unfortunate series of events led to the church in town, which was dedicated to Ezra, God of the Mist, to violently explode into flame and collapse. That was where we left things.
That's just how it goes sometimes.
The church is collapsing and burning before your eyes, New Rogue. And that is when the flying robots start swooping in, and you see a fleet of small, tiny robots all dashing forwards from the various yards of the surrounding houses and start to spray down this fire with active water and what must be other things to put out the chemical flames. So you can see the robots are trying to save this church. What do you do to assist?
I don't know what spells I have that could assist myself outside of using thaumaturgy and making my voice louder and saying, "Good job, gang." More. Oh, geez.
It doesn't just have to be magic. You could do anything else you want to help.
You're right. Is there some kind of like fire hose station in this? Well, is there like a hydrant system set up in this town that I can see? Any basin that would hold large amounts of water, or a water tower like it's Warner Brothers or something?
Roll me a perception.
Oh boy, this is gonna come back to haunt me. That's an 11.
That's an 11. You see that there are fire hydrants, and you see one of these small robots go over and hook up to it to begin spraying water through one of its hose arms towards this flaming church.
See, I want to, but I only see one hydrant.
You see one hydrant that's the closest. It has a second attachment that is facing away from the church but is not being used. You do not see any other hydrants. You are too worked up and rolled an 11.
Be thankful
for the hydrant you do have.
Oh God.
Okay. Oh God, I got nothing. So I'm just gonna then just go like, I'm gonna take my warhammer. And I'm just going to try and get more water out of this hydrant than this guy can do it. So I'm just going to say like, get away, robot. Let me help. It's hammer time. And I don't know, that just off the top of my dome. I don't know if that's a reference. It's just literally just like, it's literally time for a hammer.
It's time for hammers.
Yeah. And I'm going to hit it with such force that I hope it just expels an even larger amount of water.
So you are smashing the fire hydrant.
Yes.
Roll me an attack. You have advantage because it is a fire hydrant. It's not moving.
Okay. Oh, fuck. That is with modifier. That is an 8. I mean, sorry. 9.
Your warhammer starts clanging off of the surprisingly well-made fire hydrant as another robot starts pushing you away from it, just saying, "We protect the town.
I'm trying to help. No, please.
We protect the town." Roll me a perception, new rogue.
Oh boy, I need a roll tower. Oh, okay. That's a 19.
This is the moment when you look over and see that the flames are going out. The robots have successfully saved this church. The front half of it has collapsed inwards. It's fallen forwards, it's fallen down, but 2/3 of the structure are still fully in place. You can now just look in and see 2/3 of a church that look as though the front half has just been flattened, burned, and collapsed, but it is safe. It has not been fully destroyed.
Glass half full, glass half full, glass half full. Great job, gang. You did it. No, we did it.
Del, you've watched this whole thing. What are you thinking / doing?
Well, I was still freaked out by Tyler just standing there being weird, and especially after our last situation. It's just like,
Tyler,
are you okay?
Would a flaming church have snapped you out of your conversation?
Yeah, an explosion followed by a flame building on fire. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So Tyler, Del approaches you asking if you're okay, and you realize she's been talking for some time.
What happened?
What happened to you?
What happened to that building?
I think it exploded.
They don't do that normally.
Well, 2 buildings we've seen so far have exploded now.
Okay. Is everyone all right? Was there anyone in there?
I don't know. A spark from the previous explosion that threw me against the wall. It touched down on the barrels, which were flammable. And they blew up. And it destroyed this holy site. Just like my holy symbol. And I pull out my melted holy symbol that Acer Sanguine had melted. And Ezra, the mists, I couldn't stop it, but most of it's fine, but it's not.
Okay, buddy, it's okay. It's okay.
And you are all having this moment of crisis as the mists swirl up around you and calm you a little bit, because you all feel the fortune of the mists begin to move into you. And Tyler, you gain inspiration from the mists. Oh. Del, you gain inspiration from the mists. And Guy, you gain inspiration from the mists twice.
Whoa. Well, thank you, Watchers in the Mist.
Oh, thank you.
As I clear my throat, just kind of.
Yes, now you are right. We are
3
cutting
names there, maybe.
We are cutting back into the church as Shadow Nemesis. You've got Dr. Deputy under control. The robots are working. You're finally turning your full attention over to Denton Arthur. Well, the building is rocked by an explosion outside.
What the hell was that?
That was probably the church. Don't worry about it. They'll get the fire out pretty quick.
Does the church always blow up like that?
I mean, I was kind of hoping it would happen. I mean, don't tell anybody, but like, you don't store flammable stuff outside a building unless you're kind of hoping it's going to go up.
What kind of church are we talking about here?
Church of Ezra.
And you are not a fan of Ezra, I'm gathering?
When you live your life, and then your wife dies and you're not able to save her, and then you're in a town and you can't save any of the townsfolk from the monsters coming from the woods, and you couldn't save your wife. It's not really conducive to, let's just say, having a strong faith in gods. I'm not a bad guy. I just, fuck them.
I get it. There was a time when I needed Ezra's help. A time when I was the most vulnerable. And I asked Tyler, who has a direct link to Ezra. Did you know that? Did he tell you that?
No. What?
Yes, he can just talk to Ezra whenever he wants. It's really weird. Anyway, I asked Tyler to help me. Begged him. He didn't help. And I'm sad to say that this is what happened. I am now, dare I say, corrupted, fighting a darkness within me. Every day is a struggle, hoping that the next leap will be the leap home. To goodness.
Can you roll me? I would accept deception or persuasion. But as the mists swirl up around you,
Here we go.
I don't need a d20. I need you to roll me a d6.
Oh, well, I'm not lying. I mean,
No, just talking about quantum leap.
yeah. Oh boy. I should wait till I roll. 4.
And at the same time as that 4 comes through, as you feel the mists wrapped around you, Adam, you are inspired twice from the Watchers, who are clearly approving of the choices that you are making.
Very nice.
So I get 2 more inspiration?
Yes, you do. God help me.
Because I already have 1.
I know.
3?
Let's not point this out to the rules lawyers at home. They're going to love multiple inspirations. That's going to be really satisfying for D&D home fans.
Oh boy. Okay.
Also,
And,
as the mist swirls away, you look down at your hip and you see your battle axe, which was functional and barbarian style, now engraved with runes. And you realize that it has become a +1 weapon that has been made into a fancier ritual weapon that will, for flavor's sake only, grow to match your size and scale.
Ooh. Is the +1 towards my regular axe or my Nemesis axe?
It would be towards your regular axe because that's the one that you had out and have been using regularly. If you'd had your Nemesis one on your hip, then it'd be that, but the Nemesis one's in your bag.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
No problem.
Sweet.
You look up and Denton Arthur says, well, so your friend's got the voice of a god in his head. Mm-hmm. And he's telling me things and you're telling me things. And let me tell you, it's rare to meet another atheist in this world.
Now, hold on 1 second. He's telling you things? What do you mean? When did he have a chance to talk to you?
A lot of people have magical abilities to let them talk into people's minds and all that kind of stuff.
Talking to his mind.
You know, I know. But he's probably corrupted by these gods who apparently won't help you just like they won't help me. I bet you've lost a lot. Sounds like you've lost almost who you are.
Oh my God, this is so good. Oh, like I keep telling them, but they don't listen to me. Ezra sucked us away from our world to help him. And he's like, oh, well, once you help me escape, then I'll help you guys escape. No way. You know what he's going to do? He's going to escape, screw us over and blow up the universe or something like that. And I keep telling them that. And I'm like, I'm telling you. And everyone's just like, oh, Shadow Nemesis is evil. Don't listen to him.
Honestly, those gods, they're just out to get theirs. You know, they're always looking out for worshipers and looking out for clerics. Mm-hmm. And then people just die.
We're nothing but pawns in their galactic game of chess.
Well, that's where I disagree. Some of us make our own fortune. Some of us will make this town a safe place so heroes can come through and try to break this unending cycle of evil. Ezra didn't build my damn protector bots. I did.
That's
you
true.
Killed someone important or something?
Well, I mean, as I said before, I was a chosen one in our previous realm, which Now, here's the thing that I don't like, too. So Ezra says that we had to become chosen ones. And then when I became a chosen one, the whole place became like a big old nightmare realm. And he didn't even tell us that. And now I'm kind of concerned that new rogue is the quote-unquote chosen one. And now Ezra, who he worships, ironically, is going to create a nightmare realm for him. A nightmare realm? I'm just so flustered. I'm turning into a baby.
So you're telling me there are other realms like this one, and there's some kind of evil force at the center? And it's getting tortured.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too. So, like, we landed in the first realm, and I became the chosen one, and I got super happy, and then Ezra screwed me over. Then he said that we got to do that 3 more times so that each of us become a quote-unquote Dark Lord. That's what this big old devil guy is. And then we go to this, like, council of Dark Lords, and then from there, that's when he makes this big breakout and screws us over.
So you're saying there's something corrupt and evil at the center, and that's Acer Sanguine. And you're saying if you defeat this thing, then you'll just get put in charge because the realm will start torturing you?
Well, supposedly it is the chosen one, and each realm has a different chosen one. Though, if I had the chance, I would take on the chosen one for this realm so that new rogue wouldn't have to go through that living hell. But I don't know if Ezra would allow me to do that.
Okay, this is making sense to me. This explains so much. Fucking Ezra.
Fucking Ezra. Oh, but look, anyway, I hate to trouble you with this. I should tell you why I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, yes, please.
Well, you see that little angel over there? And I point to Dr. Deputy, and he's probably like chewing on his chair or something like that.
He's just clattering it off of a face that's mouth doesn't work.
Well, I think Tyler may have told you this, but in the last place we were at, his body got stolen, and now he's trapped in a doll. And I'm not really sure how we can get him out of this doll, but I noticed you have these robots. I'm wondering, could you make maybe like a little kind of mech suit for him so he could like protect himself? Because I can only do so much. Right now he sits on my shoulder, but somebody attacks me, it's a one-hit KO. He's just a tiny little guy. But if he had like a mech suit, then, maybe he could defend himself.
So you're telling me you're looking to almost make like a protector bot that he could sit inside of and drive around?
Yeah, but don't tell the others that I suggested this. They wouldn't even believe me if I said that. And if I did, they'd think I had some motive. So maybe you say that you came up with the idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's possible. These parts, though, and then I gotta create a whole new kind of bot that would let me...
Hey, if it's too much trouble, I was just thinking of the little guy over there.
Just hitting that chair off his face going, I can't taste anything!
Keep trying, big guy.
And that's when the mists swirl up around you. I need you to roll me a persuasion, Shadow Nemesis, but I need you to roll it with a D6. And we'll take a quick commercial break.
Yes.
Shadow Nemesis, roll that D6.
Here goes. Oh, wow. Bounce to a 5.
Baby.
I say internally.
Well, you know what? I think I can convert one of these bots over for your friend. Do you want the flying shooting kind, or do you want the close-up flamethrower kind?
Let's ask him. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Do you want what would you prefer? Do you want to walk around and burn things, or do you want to fly around and shoot things?
Which would hurt the things more?
Probably the flying and shooting, because I think you'd have to be pretty close to something to burn it. You could just like headshot somebody and they're done, right?
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Okay, he wants the flying one.
All right, then I guess I'll get that started for you. So I got to fix the carriage, I got to build a finger, and I got to build a little old robot for this friend down here.
Oh, and let's just keep this between you and me. You say you did this out of the goodness of your heart. They don't need to suspect me for being up to something.
I mean, they're all about Ezra. I don't give a shit what they think, but fine.
Gee, you're telling me. Oh, can I just say it is so refreshing just to have a breath of fresh air coming at me for once.
It's a pleasure to meet another troubled soul. I wish neither of us had to suffer the things we've suffered to get to this point, but it is nice to not feel so alone.
Hey,
for a moment.
If you ever want to just talk, you just let me know. Okay, my door. Well, I mean, I don't have a door, but wherever I settle, it's always open.
Can you roll me a persuasion?
Persuasion. Okay, all right, +3. Okay, not my regular 0. I'm going to use. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll?
Yep. Yes, you can. Fuck.
Thank God. All right.
Down to 2.
Yep. Okay. I'm not using this die. Let's use this one. All right. All right. So that is a total of 12.
Total of 12. He looks at you and just says, "You're new here. I appreciate the challenges you've faced and the strength that you've clearly built within yourself to be able to keep going. I'm not sure I'm ready to discuss all the things I've lost yet, but if I'm going to, you might be the one."
I completely understand. I don't want to push you into anything that you're not ready for. I know they're always trying to push me into this Ezra stuff, so hey, I get it.
"You might not be a good man," he says, resting a hand on your shoulder, "because this world doesn't let you be good, but you might be capable of doing really good things."
I feel like you finally understand me, and a single black tear comes down my helmet, and I wipe it away. "I'm gonna shoot everybody! Bang, 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 death!" "Okay, buddy, come along. Hey, thanks again."
You're welcome, and thank you. And you step outside the door, and you feel the mists swirl up and around you, Adam.
Uh-oh.
And they swirl around your legs, and they swirl around your waist, creating a wall that you can't see through. And when they move back down and away, you see a holster on your hip.
Come on.
Because the mists have given you a gun.
Yes! Oh my God, really?
Really? You have a gun. You have a gun.
Whoa.
Chat, come on.
And you
cool.
roll me 3d6.
3d6. Wow, okay. All right.
Why do you want us to watch Adam shoot us in our faces?
We're gonna get shot.
7.
Well, Tyler's
You
gonna
have
get shot.
Yeah, I am.
7 bullets in this gun. They're on the holster alongside it. So you have 7 shots that you can take with this massive wide-bore revolver that is now on your hip.
Ooh, we talking kind of like a Dirty Harry, kind of like Magnum kind of thing?
Dirty Harry meets RoboCop.
Oh, Dirty Cop.
Dirty
Harry Cop.
You have either a Dirty Cop or Harry Cop gun. I will allow you that choice.
Cop.
Not Robo Harry? You don't want Robo Harry?
Nah.
That doesn't have the same edge as Dirty
Dirty Robo. I don't know. Wow. Okay. I kind of pick it up, and my eyes blaze red, and I'm like, things just got interesting. And I kind of do like a and put it in my holster.
Did we witness any of this?
This is where we're going to take. So you guys were outside watching the church when you feel the mist swirl up and clearly approve of what is happening as you are all inspired. How does that change your feelings on this, New Road? Because you were just talking about the terrible things you've done, and now you're feeling the mist's approval as you talk with Tyler and Dell.
Wait, sorry. Say it again. I feel
You were talking with.
I'm so angry. I'm so beside myself. I've done everything right, or tried my best for Ezra.
Have you? I don't know.
I have no gauntlet, an exploded church, an undefeated fire hydrant, and I haven't been able to convert anybody. I'm losing faith in this. I'm in the realm where I'm the chosen one, and I haven't been able to do shit. And I get these little tiny wins, which is great, but I'm also like, dude gets a gun.
I just want to draw a clear line. Is this guy or new guy?
This is broken through. It is now.
Well, I was going to say
Guy's soul.
Then I think narratively what we will say is there is a brief moment where you feel inspired and you feel like New Rogue. There may be meaning in this world to this church burning and you are not sure why. Mm-hmm. And that's when Shadow Nemesis steps out with the Dr. Deputy and all three of you see that Shadow Nemesis has a gun.
Oh, hi, everybody. Oh, hey, I have a gun. Look at this bad boy.
How do you have a gun?
It appears that the mists have gifted me with a dirty, hairy magnum.
No, the guy who can make flying robot guns didn't even make it for you. The mists gave that to you?
I shrug.
You don't know what happened in there?
Look, no, he didn't give this to me. I
Okay.
walked out after I had my conversation, and all of a sudden the mist rose up, and I got this little bad boy to
New Rogue.
rule out justice.
New Rogue, the mists swirl around you, and you get a pop culture reference that helps you place the idea of a gun, as you haven't seen one before.
Okay. Let's go through all the Rolodex of gun media Guy has watched in his life. I'm just pulling it out. I'm going back to that well. This is a revolver in his hand, and this is very much like a certain villain on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska in 1998. You're an evil man wielding a very evil firearm, and you're going to do ill with it. You are Revolver Nemesis in my eyes. And that's where I place the gun. So I just see him, and I'm going to pull that word out again. Very malevolent. This whole thing, I'm not down with it. So yeah, I see the gun. I'm like, Shadow Nemesis.
Yes, twirling my gun.
To tempt the fates to be able to earn this from the angels of Ezra, it perplexes me, and I feel like I'm on shifting sands at all times. You know, I feel like sometimes the glass is half full, sometimes it's half empty, but now this glass has just been shot by your gun. And what did you do? What did you say to that old man inside there, Mr. Arthur?
Oh, classic New Rogue. Always thinking I'm up to something. Hey, I got a question for you.
Stop gesturing at us with the gun, please.
All right,
Yes.
I'll holster it.
Trigger
Okay,
discipline,
all right,
Shadow
all right.
Nemesis.
It's in my holster again.
Okay.
What makes you think these gifts are even coming from Ezra? Did Ezra tell you?
I guess I could ask him.
Yeah. We got a line. Can you ask Ezra for me, please?
All right, go ask Ezra if he just gave me a gun.
Yeah, that's a great question.
That's a great question. Go ask.
Yeah, that is
Ezra.
a good question. Yeah. Hey, Ezra, it's me, it's Tyler. Can you hear me?
Hello, what can I do for you?
I'm just curious. Did you just give Shadow Nemesis a gun? Did you just
gun?
produce a firearm for him?
What?
Shadow Nemesis has a gun. He says the mists gave it to him, and you're like the mist guy. So
Why would I give him a gun? I think he's insane. If I was giving anyone a gun, I would give it to you.
Okay, so then the answer is no, you didn't then.
Oh, no.
And I smile and smile and smile because I know I'm right.
You've all drawn the attention of some of the Watchers. This is tremendously bad.
Well, I've felt like the presence and approval, and we've all received gifts from the Mist before. Never a gun, but yeah, we have a gun now, or Shadow Nemesis has a gun.
Yeah, tell him I have a gun.
He knows. I'm talking to him.
Oh, okay, all right.
Wait. So, because some of the stuff we got was cool, but obviously there was the rats, and I ripped my finger off. So it's like,
we got some kind
gun
of
a prank. Like, is it a prank gun?
Yeah, we got some tricky stuff too, Ezra. A ring that made it impossible to cooperate. A hat that just exploded rats out of it. You say it's bad that that we have the Watcher's attention?
I had hoped that we could get through this entire misadventure with you just completing these goals and not drawing the attention of the Dark Powers or the Watchers. Clearly, this has failed. The Watchers, as far as I can tell, are looking for some sick form of entertainment where they will be amused by your victories and entertained by your failures, and they will prod you onwards, making things more extreme, one way or the other, depending on their whims and what they feel you deserve. You must keep them entertained. If you don't, they could report us to the agents of the Dark Powers, and then this is all over. Embrace the gifts, embrace the curses, keep moving forwards.
Wow, okay. Guys, Ezra says that the Mist that's been giving us gifts, guiding us, all this kind of stuff, it's coming from the Watchers. And they are some kind of magical...
supernaturally attractive beings.
Supernatural. He specified that they're really hot. They're supernaturally attractive.
It's brilliant.
And brilliant. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
But arguably no moral center.
Right. Yes. There just sounds like they're an audience watching us. And if we don't put on a good show, so to speak, they may report us to what did you call them?
The higher ups, the Dark Powers.
The agents of the Dark Powers, which is bad because they're the ones we're trying to escape. They're the whole reason we're trying to do all this. So
those smoky eyeless monsters in suits that were closing in at the end of the last realm.
The guys in the suits in the last realm, they were the agents. Okay. And
when the realm was like falling apart and turning into nothing.
Yeah. So apparently the Watchers will bring them into the mix if we're not entertaining enough. I guess these gifts are for us to use and move forward with. Jesus Christ.
So this has nothing to do with Ezra deigning who is good or bad or following in his light. These are.
He's got no control over that part. Yeah.
Oh my God! I feel so much better. I feel like
You feel better.
Oh, like I've had the biggest, longest, most satisfying urination stream of my life. Yes, knowing that he has no control over gifting you these things. Shadow Nemesis.
But New Rogue, you're failing to see the big picture here. And I walk towards him and my eyes start to like sizzle. Yes, he didn't give me these gifts. He didn't give me the gifts that hurt me. He didn't give me the gifts that helped me. But all the gifts that you received, all the gifts that Dell and Tyler received, weren't from him either. He has given you nothing.
Well, he brought Guy Bradford back to life and tried to give him his memories back. It was him.
With cursed hands and feet. Yes, of course. I remember that.
Yeah, we talked about it. It was a botched job, and we're trying to make the most of that mess. But
can I don't want to intrude, but it feels like you're kind of debating my intention. Can I use your ears for this?
Yeah. Do you want me to huddle up and?
No, you're fine. I'll hear what's going on. And you
line?
just feel that like horrific burning sensation, like the burning and itching in the ears as they click over.
Why did I say yes? Oh God. Okay. Well, he's listening.
What? Well, I'm not talking if he's listening.
Well, he helped us get out of the other realm. We would have just been there watching you get donkey kicked, or the straw you or whatever.
And I want to lean. I want to lean. I want to use my thaumaturgy to make sure that Denton Arthur can hear this and just be like, look, Tyler, I don't want anything to do with this Ezra stuff. I don't want him listening to what I'm saying, and I don't want him trying to influence us anymore. So I'm going to leave. And I scuttle up a wall.
Shadow
What the
Nemesis.
hell was that for? I'm standing right in front of you. Why'd you have to shout?
I'm not telling.
All right, so what was he saying before that?
That you didn't give us anything. That nothing we've received has come from you. I was saying you brought New Rogue back to life and tried to give him Guy Bradford's memories.
Correct.
Yeah,
And
he's also given us like guidance and stuff, but
yes, and I mean, New Rogue has a selection of powers from my celestial abilities that have healed you all and saved all of your lives, and I helped you find those magic items. And admittedly, you may not have been thrilled with the end results of some of the physical changes, but they have allowed you to continue what you're doing. I know you're aware of this. It just sounds like if he was going on a tirade, then maybe other people you're talking with may not be aware of this.
okay. Well, give me a second, and I just relay all of that to Dell and Guy. Are you, Adam? You've scuttled up a wall. Are you out of here, or are you like hanging around to hear what we have to say?
Maybe I'm not totally away. Maybe I'm just kind of like Spider-Man clinging to the wall and just kind of like.
You're just like 6 feet up.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. And then, let's say I'm 10 feet up. Let's say I'm just a little further away.
Let's say 11.
Let's say 11.75 feet.
11.75 feet. Okay.
Yeah. Up.
Then you hear me basically relay all of this, just kind of parroting it back to Dell and New Rogue. These things that Ezra has done for us.
I'm not talking if he's listening.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will take this all in stride. I'm sure that Shadow Nemesis is just simply trying to turn me and feel the nihilistic void that he feels every day in that cold, calculating pit of his what would be soul.
Like, I don't think anybody's having a great time here.
I am. I get a whole new body, Uncle Juice. You don't even need to help me look anymore.
You're getting a body?
Yeah, they're building me a robot. I get to do a whole fly in the chute.
I scuttle down.
He's just on the ground, standing next to Uncle Juice.
Oh, all right, yeah, I scuttle down and I join him. Yes, it's true. He's getting in a new body.
I don't even have to steal anything. I'm just gonna be a robot.
Cool. That sounds great.
Yeah, it means I can kill everything. I'm gonna have a gun from the sky. Bang, bang, die, villagers. Bang, bang.
We're each gonna have a gun, big guy. And I pull out my gun and
Wait, shut.
Gun.
Killing villagers.
guns.
That's going to be a quick commercial break. Chants of gun are ringing through the square.
Stop. You should be teaching and imparting the right lessons on your disciple. Okay, Dr. Deputy, you shouldn't be trying to shoot villagers.
I'm not going to try. I'm going to shoot him right in the head. Headshot him. That's what Dad taught me.
gun high five. And with the butt of the gun, I go like, ah, and like high five him.
Yeah, he just has to do a high five because he doesn't have a gun yet.
They're like, oh, okay, we'll just pretend.
Shadow Nemesis, you're not going to allow Dr. Deputy to kill innocent people, right?
I gesture around me. I'm like, what innocent people? We're in an empty town.
We're not only going to be here, we're going to have to leave to go fight stuff.
No, he's not going to shoot. Look, hey, how many times has he been like, I'm going to steal your body? Like, did I let him steal your body?
No, okay, he's talked a game, a mean game about being evil before and stuff like that, but now he will have guns.
I do have to point this out just for you, Del. He did try to steal your body, and he did stab you with a pin. You just fought it off.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming back to me now. Like, he did try to steal my body.
He did?
When that
Yeah. The first moment when he saw that he was a doll, and I just took him back inside the house so he wouldn't have to look at his dead body. And then he instantly tried to stab me multiple times.
Yeah,
I
that's
had to run
you
away.
said that you didn't care I lost my body, and then you said whatever. So you deserved it.
Oh,
Look, I literally couldn't help you or do what you wanted at that time for reasons.
What were the reasons?
reasons? For ring, I was cursed with a ring. That's why I have no other finger.
Can you roll me a persuasion with advantage?
Yes. Persuasion. That's a 19.
With his 2.
Oh, that checks out. Sorry, I tried to take your body. That was rude.
Yeah. What?
But now I know we're all family, and I'm not supposed to take bodies from family.
It's rude to shoot people in the head also, though, okay? Innocent villagers.
I
You
won't
said
shoot
villagers.
any of our family in the head.
Not family. We need to expand it beyond family. Innocent strangers who are just trying to live their lives. We cannot shoot them in the head.
Yeah.
What does innocent mean?
Innocent. Well, in a way, little one, in some twisted, freakish way, you are almost an innocent, for you are ignorant of basically most concepts of good and evil to an extent that you seem to commit or want to commit lots of evil.
Okay, I won't shoot myself. I'll be inside a robot.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Innocent people are people who are not guilty of any kind of crime, and they're not your enemy.
Okay. So like family and other squires. Everyone else is guilty of being different than me. Eat guns.
Fuck, dude. I mean, how much time do we have here? Like,
We should check and see if maybe Dell's finger has been completed. Is there any movement on that? I don't want to be in this town anymore.
I
I'm
literally
very
just
angry.
left. I don't think he's making a finger.
Yeah.
The guy has like a task of like 20 things.
yeah, and we need to find a place to call our home or house or whatever for the night,
Yes.
so that we can deprogram Dr. Deputy here. Talking about people different from him are his enemies. Jesus Christ, how do we let this go this fucking far?
Let's just find a house.
What
first,
is
and
wrong
you let
with
me
us?
worry about Dr. Deputy.
Let's find a house.
No, I think we should all group worry about Dr. Deputy because he's talk about, once again, shooting villagers in the head.
Oh, it's just slang for, him.
It's not. It's so not.
Yeah, it's slang for I'm going to murder them with my robot body.
There it
Okay,
is right there.
buddy.
From
Why
the
don't we?
mouths of
Then we dig
babes
a
who
big
are
old hole
adults.
and we roll them in and we say bye and then we have a party.
You gonna defend that? How are you gonna spin that one?
I pick him up and can I pick him up and start burping him again? Just kind of like. It's okay, Big Guy. He's just a little grumpy. He just needs his nap. That's
I'm
okay.
just a doll. I can't burp.
It's okay. It's okay, buddy. You're okay.
All right, so I guess he walks away with Dr. Deputy, and the three of you are left as he burps an unwilling doll baby.
Yeah, this is a lot. Let's just find a house. Let's move on.
Yes.
They're both gonna have. One of them has a gun. The other one is going to get guns soon, and he doesn't care that he's gonna kill innocent people.
It is out of our hands.
Oh,
It's really not.
For the time being, I think it is out of our hands.
Are you just?
And the mist swirls
bored?
up. The mist swirls up around.
What do you mean for the time being? He's literally walking away from us right now.
Nothing we can do.
The mist
He's 10 feet away now. It's too far to catch him.
The mists swirl up around you, new rogue, and give you a pop culture memory.
Oh, just any memory?
They give you a memory. This one was handed to me. I may not be entirely an expert on this, having not actually watched this movie, but apparently it's from A Christmas Story. There's a scene where Ralphie learns that he could shoot someone's eye out. That memory comes to you. Adding to the context of this situation.
Yeah, he has to learn on his own. And basically, I think he'll do more harm to himself than others, really, if we know the type of luck that Dr. Deputy has. And It's like that movie, A Christmas Story, when Ralphie keeps on wanting to get a gun, and he keeps on being told, "You'll shoot your eye out, you'll shoot your eye out." And what do you know? He dang near shoots his eye out. And he learns to not really care for guns after that. So
someone had to get hurt.
But he got hurt. Nobody else.
I don't think that's what happens in that movie.
I'm fairly certain it is. It's coming to me in bits and pieces, though. And I'm sure he'll probably get a lamp of a leg wearing pantyhose or something.
And the mists swirl up and give you another pop culture reference that really helps you tie this all together. But it's whatever you choose.
Yes, of course. No. You see, this is kind of like a JRPG in a sort of way. There's many themes running concurrently, a cast of characters here and there. But really, this is just much like an RPG, Shadow Nemesis wanting to defeat God. And I'm not going to let it happen. By Ezra, I'm not going to let it happen.
What does that have to do with anything? We're talking about little guy flying a helicopter gun and shooting people. And he thinks it's okay because he thinks anyone different from him is his enemy.
Look, I'm trying my best to get in this situation and to unsquirrel this guy's brain, okay, little Dr. Deputy? I'm trying my darndest here.
I've seen you do that.
And quite frankly, I think I need a little bit of break from this bad energy that they keep on hoisting on me, because it's kind of warping my mind and my principles. Just
do you want some help? He calls you Uncle Juice now. I mean, Del, do you think you could help him?
I love the little guy. I do. I love him. I don't have power, though. If you have a kid, I assume, like, the more you try to tell them, hey, don't date so-and-so, well, by golly, they're going to go date so-and-so. And so if little guy wants to go drive a floating car with a gun attachment, little fella's going to drive a floating car with a gun attachment, and I'm going to let him do that until he messes up and learns better. Then there'll be Uncle Juice for him to come to.
I have to look to Del now because I need to speak to an adult about this. Del, this is fucked up, right?
Yeah. I don't know how to fix it. It's sort of, Dr. Deputy is sort of a creature that was from a different dimension that I don't know if he's like evil baseline. Can you even teach someone to not be if it's part of their makeup, if it's part of a world that was torturing other? My head hurts from thinking about this. I can talk to Shadow Nemesis. I don't know if we can teach Dr. Deputy to be a good person. All those words.
I understand where this is all coming from. I feel like I switched out of usefulness here. So just like your ears stop burning, and Ezra's like, okay. I feel like this has shifted to like a you guys thing. If you need any more technical information, give me a call.
I got a quick one for you that Del just brought up. Is Dr. Deputy just inherently evil and unchangeable? You know, he's a squire, you know, one of the Dark Knight's or the Black Knight's minions.
We're beyond charted waters with this squire. Dr. Deputy was originally just an example of evil will brought into play as an incredibly small, forgettable, unnamed minion in an army of beings that ultimately weren't real or intended to have any sort of personality or driving purpose. And then Dr. Deputy was plucked out of this obscurity, seemingly at random, and forced into a new narrative that wasn't originally structured by Ravenloft. Then he died. I brought him back for you all and for Shadow Nemesis.
Up to you again, I guess. Okay.
It's a new domain. Things change over time. At the same time, there's a pull back to where things began. So the question isn't can Dr. Deputy change? Any being can when taken out of their environment, and the path that Dr. Deputy is walking is unpredictable. There is no design. It comes down to the choices you make. The question is not, can Dr. Deputy change? The question is, can you change Dr. Deputy? And if not, can any of you change? And that's the end of our episode.
Ooh.
Damn.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Garbo Abe, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Nomad, the Wise Paladin of the Badlands, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, Gus Schreider, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.